Welcome back. It was a beautiful Monday today with very nice temperatures, and it's all over the Peace region, but it's also on the Vancouver coast, and it's also across the country. There's a heat wave right now in Toronto. So let's look at the daily almanac first. So the wind today traveled at 13 kilometers per hour northeast. The sunrise was at 4:59 a.m. and the sunset tonight will be at 9:15 p.m. The pressure today, 102 kPa. Now let's take a look at the weather in Dawson Creek. We had a high of 21 degrees, 8 away from the record high in 1982 of 29 degrees. But later this week, you'll see in the 5-day forecast that we might reach these temperatures. In Chetwynd, it was 22 degrees today. In Fort St. John, 21 degrees. Again, 8 away from the record high. But later this week, just wait. In Fort Nelson, 21 degrees there. Now let's take a look at the regional forecast. We'll start in Grand Prairie, where it's going to be 29 degrees tomorrow with lots of sun. These high temperatures are not necessarily good for the farmers there. In Spirit River, 25 degrees and again very sunny. In Tumbler Ridge, 24 degrees, a mix of sun and cloud. In Chetwynd, 27 degrees and again lots of sun all over the Peace region. Hudson's Hope, 28 degrees, and there's going to be lots of sun and some high clouds. Now let's take a look at the 5-day forecast for Fort St. John. Tonight, there's going to be a low of 8, but there's going to be a clear sky. Tuesday, a high of 27 degrees, and it's going to be very sunny. Similar temperatures on Wednesday, lots of sun and a high of 29. And then Thursday, there's going to be a 30% chance of showers with similar temperatures at 29. And then on Friday, we're down to 27 degrees, and again, a 30% chance of showers. In Dawson Creek, for the 5-day forecast, we are going to see a low of 8 degrees tonight with a clear sky. And then a high of 27 degrees on Tuesday with lots of sun. On Wednesday, a high of 29 degrees and sunny conditions. And then similar to Fort St. John, we'll see a high of 29 and 30% chance of showers and a high of 27 and 30% chance of precipitation on Friday. Now let's take a look at the province of BC and Alberta. In Calgary, it's going to be 23 degrees with a mix of sun and cloud tomorrow. In Edmonton, it's going to be 25 degrees and lots of sun. In Prince George, 29 degrees, but there's a chance of precipitation. In Prince Rupert, they're expecting 18 degrees and a chance of rain. And then in Vancouver, 24 degrees, and with the heat wave comes a lot of sun. Now let's take a look at the national forecast, and I'll be right back with sports after the break.